put on the boots. And let's swing at you and see what we get. Something good, please. Anything? Portal to Phyrexia, that'll do it. Hey friends, welcome back to MTG. My name is Ken, and we are continuing our coverage of Bloomburrow, going through all the fun new commanders, and today we have a doozy. Today we're playing the Infamous Cruelclaw. So when this card got spoiled, everyone was losing their minds as to like how quickly you can break this card, and I don't disagree with that. You can absolutely go buster with this deck. I want to do something a little more balanced, a little more, resilient, I guess. So this isn't just a 98 lands Emrakul Cruelclaw deck. There's a lot of ramp, there's a lot of still big powerful things. This is definitely an Eldrazi deck. I wanted to have something that maybe can be a little more long lasting and not crumble right away. So hopefully you enjoy that. We got a lot of really fun explosive games, so I'm excited for you to see that. And if you're curious to see what the build looks like, I do a deck tech where I break down the deck by each category at the end of the video, and I also have a Moxfield link in my description. Before we jump into it though, I just want to remind you that if you've been enjoying the content and you have not yet subscribed, I would kindly ask you to maybe consider doing that. It helps the channel big time and also just lets me know that you're enjoying the content. Without further ado, I think it's time we jump into the gameplay. Oh, well, look at that. It is a mirror match. Let's see whose Cruelclaw comes out on top. We went with that hand. The Fel. Yeah, okay. Get the tap land out of the way first. Let's see if we can fell their commander. Ooh, a haste giver. That's pretty good. Pass there. Oh, fell. Dang it. I forget fell is a sorcery. So we don't pass with fell mana. That was a oopsie on my part. Which also means let's save our life. We're gonna have to get rid of this to slow them down slightly. Yeah, that was a mess up on my part. That's okay. We can come back from this. We still have pretty good stuff in our hand. They go for their Cruelclaw. So they will get a hit, unfortunately. Well, then we'll go for ours. Let's see. Hopefully they aren't holding up removal for ours since we wasted our removal on the hasty. I mean, it did buy us a turn. I guess it's not wasted. It was just could have gone better. Iron Crag. Okay. So this isn't like a 98 lands and one Eldrazi, but let's see what they get. They get a Demonic Ruckus. Interesting. Is this a kind of a Voltron build? That could be actually quite cool. Okay, let's get our mana down. I guess we'll swing now and see. What do we get? Ooh, a Perforated Crocodile. We will discard. Ooh. Let's discard the boots. Okay, that's all right. I mean, it's another aura on their creature, which is kind of funny. Do we go for Solemn? Yeah, let's go for Solemn. Imp's Mischief would be nice to hold up, but at least we can double block, perhaps. And yeah, let's see. So their Cruelclaw has them on a clock, 10-turn clock. Going for the Solemn as well. Interesting. Okay, yes, thank you. Okay, now what do they get? It's just a back and forth. Who can get the scarier thing? Ooh, an Ulamog. Alright, well, I think they win. Based on that. That's alright. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, land for turn. Let's Citadel and see if we can't peek to see what is on top. Okay. That is good. Let's see. What is this? What is the ward? Sack 2 permanents. Do we want to do that? Perhaps. I think we need to. Yep. We will sack 1, 2, as sad as that is. Because that will just destroy us anyways. So Ancient Copper Dragon, is that good enough? That's probably a good Cruelclaw target. Okay, they're down to 11. We get the Copper Dragon. We'll discard the Imp's Mischief. Okay, they're down to 9. I mean, this is definitely a give and take sort of battle here. They can still get in their own Copper Dragon. All right. It's kind of funny. They got a black market connection. Ooh, I don't think that'll do it. Okay, well, we can go down. Oh, we did it. Yes. I didn't think we had it with that Ulamog, but all right, we won. Good game. All right, who are we up against? We're up against 5-color Niv-Mizzet Reborn. Which one is this one? This is the War of the Spark one. Okay. Opening hand. Boots aren't bad. Yeah, what the hey. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Renzo's not bad. It's more fun to like get that through the Cruelclaw trigger, but it's fine. We have plenty of mana ramp to get us to these big bombs in case our commander does not stick around. Speaking of which, we will cast it in 2 turns because I would like to get the boots on right away. Though they might also see that and probably plan around it. Yeah, so they're we are passing. We're not playing our commander right now. They were definitely holding up counter magic. Let's see if they tap out. Okay, they do tap out. Okay.
Out of my way.
Perfect. That's kind of what I wanted. So we'll go Cruelclaw, come down, put on the boots, and let's swing at you and see what we get. Something good, please. Anything? Portal to Phyrex, yeah, that'll do it. Let's discard the Twilight Prophet. Nice. Oh, and we get it back to the portal. Oh, I could have got an even scarier creature back. That's all right. We'll take a free Twilight Prophet if they don't destroy the portal. Oh, they do. Okay, so see, it worked out. We get a land. Yep. We will take a Surveil land, perhaps. Thank you. And what's on top? Key to the Archive. Yeah. That's not bad. And they can minus it. Look at the top card. I love that Cruelclaw has menace. It's not the best evasion, but it is still quite substantial. So like, never count out the bat. Should we attack first? Yeah, let's attack. Attack you. Thank you. Do we get a hit? Ooh, Perfect Crocodile. It's not the best. They don't have any creatures. Let's discard the... Let's get rid of the Solemn. Yeah, they don't have any targets for that. Do we go for the Doom Whisper? Let's go for the key. We've been getting decent hits already with Cruelclaw. I don't think we need to like go out of our way to like that. And I don't need that. We don't need to go out of our way to like surveil a bunch and set up the top. I'm happy with what we're getting so far. We just need to fear a board wipe, I think, at this point. Chandra can be scary. Clearly this is a Planeswalker build, right? Is that what this is? Chandra can't hit our commander, which is a good thing. Perforated Crocodile can start threatening the Planeswalkers, though I know they have blockers. All right, let's swing. I'm curious if they can counter the thing we cast with Cruelclaw. Certainly they can, right? Alright, well, there goes our crocodile. That's fine. It was just a vanilla creature. Oh, no, they're going for the... Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Alright, well, we've been had. That's okay. We get our commander right back. And they do take... Okay, well, you know what? It's not the worst, right? I'm going to keep telling myself this. You can come back down. You can get back on you. And, it's like nothing ever happens. Yeah, that was a good play on their part. We do have a ton of mana at this point, though. So we only really need... Oh, close. If we send Goldspan out there, we might have lethal. We'll see what they get. If they go for their commander...
Nothing on Innistrad
Or,
is free.
I think if they go for one creature, we win. No, that's not true. That's not true, Alan.
Sharp eyes and sharper.
Because they could just block the... Okay. And that can attack anyway. See? Okay. And they make a thing.
Keep watch for intruders.
Things are great. Everything's great. Ooh, feed the swarm. That'll deal with the life linker. So let's do that. Let's hit you. Kind of feels bad hitting the token, but we don't lose life. And then we go gold span, and that's that should be game, right? I'll attack you. Let's see if they have any last minute tricks. They do not. All right. That was I didn't think we'd have that with a Niv-Mizzet, but we did it. So GG's. All right, we are up against a Gitrog Monster deck. Scary stuff. Scary, scary stuff. Yeah, I don't hate this. We don't have evasion or anything, but we do have a little bit of top deck manipulation if we get to that point. Also, it's just a mana rock. So, yeah, not a bad opening hand. I will take it. We can cycle the crocodile, which we might do. Let's see. Sacrifice. Whenever more lands you card up in the graveyard from anywhere, draw a card. That. Mill 3. Sack it. Return. I think we're gonna cycle this. Yeah, let's just get a card. Ooh, Casualties of War in the bin. I am happy to see that. We are going to go... Let's go Mercenary. I feel like there's more likely more than one Mercenary than there are weasels. Okay. The Aftermath Analyst can get annoying. I think it can stick around for a little bit longer. We'll get the Lantern out. Love boots. If we could top deck the like Swiftfoot boots or like a Key to the City or the arena that gives your creature haste, that would be just the best day ever. Lands in the graveyard. Lots of lands. There, well, two lands in the graveyard. Oh, and they're going for our mana rock, perhaps? Nope, they're going for a Scoot Swarm. Okay, well, we have our removal target. Gix. Love Gix. Yeah, let's just get rid of you now. The Analyst survives to slay another day. Yeah, I didn't want to deal with a Scoot Swarm. No one does. The people who invented Scoot Swarm don't want to deal with Scoot Swarm. Okay. A Scry land. I mean, for a land stack, they're not ramping very fast. Well, that's kind of nice. Oh, never mind. See, that's what happens when you put your foot in your mouth immediately. Okay, well, now they're ramping. We need to be ramping, though. That's the problem. Do we go for our commander? I'm just afraid. I'm afraid we'll lose our commander. Let's go for Prosper. Toxic Deluge. We could maybe use that. I mean, they're not going to fill their board now. I mean, if they do, all the power to them. Gitrog. Okay. And a land. Draws a card. Do we pay 6 to get rid of the Gitrog? Yeah, probably. Thoughtseize. Okay. They, probably the mirror's the one, the thing I want the most, weirdly. Let's see what they take. All the big stuff, we're not really close to getting them out. Copper Dragon especially. Let's see what they go for. They're really looking. They're like, this is all bad. I don't like any of this. Thankfully, they can't get rid of the Toxic Deluge. Yeah, Curse Mirror was the correct answer. Unfortunately. Yeah, we definitely need to land on the top. And a Lotus Field. I did not know this was in the format. I mean, of course it is. It's M20. Okay, well, there is our land drop. Yeah, right? Did we just Toxic Deluge? Let's just slow him down. Right? Hold on. That's going to be 7 mana. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can go right back for Gitrog. So maybe that's not the answer. Yeah, let's just send out the commander. Didn't feel great. Maybe we're gonna land at least. Yeah. Don't feel too hunky-dory with the situation now. Our commander can survive, that's great. We still need a removal spell to be able to swing in anyways. Ooh, now we certainly can't. 3 creatures? How am I supposed to deal with 3 creatures? That's so many creatures. And we have to keep an eye out for this as well. Probably... Gosh, we need like another board wipe. I know I just got rid of one. So maybe I'm starting to regret not using it, but it's fine. You live and you learn. Take this and grow from it. Going for our land. Okay. Weird choice. I mean, I guess they're slowing us down. Let's get our Surveil land out. Let's see. Do we have a board wipe on top? Survey says... Survey says... Leveler. That is too slow. Removal, yes. Not useful removal. So we're going to be at 2, 4, 6 mana next turn. We can go for Rakdos, I suppose. Draw some cards, though they will probably just sack their lands. Sack 2 non-land, non-token permanents. Okay, so maybe that is the answer. Lands decks, I tell ya, they're scary. Llanowar Elves. Definitely not getting in with our commander. Unless we get some sort of evasion. No blocks. I don't really want to trade. And they probably have a heroic intervention or something. Anyways. Okay. I guess we're going to have 7 mana, right? Because we get a treasure from this. Love it. Alright, well. Yeah, let's just go for Rakdos. Draw some cards, see if we can get the removal spell we need. Attacks? I don't think I'm gonna attack. I'm sorry, Cruelclaw. What order do we do? I don't care. I don't think it really matters. So they do let us draw. There are the boots to give us the evasion and a Vein Ripper. Well, dang. These are some These are some hits. I don't mind these. Especially the boots. I mean, I don't think the getting in with our commander is going to win us the game at this point. By no means. But, yeah, you know, how many lands? They have 1 billion lands, so... And a tutor. Okay. We are dead, right? They're just going to go for a... Crater Hoof or something. They can do their analyst this turn, get all their lands back, and then just go, or maybe that other one that, I don't know. There's so many good cards. I think we lost is unfortunately the case. We get the Wish Claw. I don't know if there's anything we can pull out. Maybe something to just deal a ton of damage to them, but I don't think that exists. Yeah, so that goes. Oh, it was probably the Tireless Provisioner, right? Yeah. Okay. They have a lot of treasure. So what? You got a lot of treasure. That don't impress me much. Okay. And foods. Oh, the foods is kind of annoying. Okay. Now we're battling a lot of different. We're getting it from all angles, as some would say. Okay, we do have a tutor. What can we tutor for that would save our butts right now? A board wipe. They have to have some sort of protection. Combat, trick, Tommy, conjuring cards, conjuring lands. Okay. Gaining life. I mean, they're tapping out, so do they have the protection? Gitrog. Do I want to take the damage? No, we'll trade. We'll bait out the protection spell if nothing else. And then we can tutor up a board wipe. Malakir Rebirth. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a protection spell. Comes right back. Okay, Nashi, Boots, Apt Creature, Twilight Prophet, Bloodstained Mire, Mountain, Wishclaw. So many things. There are so many variables right now. Gosh, what do we go for? Leveler gets a ton of damage and we hit them for a ton. Right? Yeah, let's do this. I don't know if this is the right choice, but I don't know. I feel it in my heart. We will attack all. 3 attacks. On attack, we will blow up you most certainly. And that's a lot of damage at least. Yeah. That's not bad, right? We did alright. The Provisioner's gone. They have all the mana in the world. They have 3 cards in hand that aren't just basic forests. They don't have lethal. They're thinking. They're thinking hard. They don't know why. What could they have for 1 mana? I've never seen 3 creatures attack at once before. There it is. Okay. Thank you for that. Down to 6. Let's see what we hit. Please, a Lelia. Meh, not the best. I'll take it. Let's get the Nashi out. 2 triggers. they can sack 2 non-land, non-token permanent speed drop cards. Thank you. That goes away. Okay. They can sack 3 foods. That is 9 life. That puts them back up to 15. We still have the talisman. Okay, they're going for the Rakdos. Down to 4. Okay, that's good. They draw a card. They play a Lotus Cobra. Okay. Have they run out of gas yet? Probably not, because they do have the Misty Rainforest. That'll draw them a card. Hooded Delta will draw them a card. Yep. Yep. Okay. Nissa. Put 3 counters on a non-creature land, untap it, becomes a land creature. That is good for them, not for us. I think a board wipe is certainly going to be what we tutor up with the talisman, which is fine. I'm happy with that at this point. They're going to gain a ton of life, but they could possibly be out of gas. And this is annoying. Portal to Phyrexia would be a good thing to tutor up, though we don't have the mana to outright cast it. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, no. Probably just have to go for a typical board wipe. One-sided would be nice. I don't think there's any one-sided board wipe in this deck. Alright, mana, Nissa, Mythweaver, perfect. Glad we have that. Love to see the Mythweaver pop. No blocks. Probably could have blocked with Lilia. Hindsight. Probably. They have 4 creatures out. Let's get the land down first. That's an upkeep trigger. Let's do this and see what we can get. Ooh. No, we don't have mana for Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 mana to work with, so let's just skip all these. Oh, see, now Breach the Multiverse. Hold on. Do we have anything juicy in here? Crocodile's good. What's their scariest creature? Surprisingly nothing. Okay, that might not be the right answer. Bolus's Citadel Massacre Worm would kill 2 of their things. Sorry, opponent. I'm sorry. I know. That doesn't do it either. Do we just go straight up for a board wipe? Do we have another board wipe? Did we exile our board wipe? Oh god. Uh-oh. Did I only put 1 board wipe? What a mess. What am I? Who am I? Okay. Change your plan. We're going for the Breach the Multiverse. Alright. All or nothing. Give us something good. Oh, I see an Emrakul. I think we'll be fine. Though that's not a cast trigger. Craterhoof is good though. And we will take a... Oh boy. Emrakul is a 12/12. Wormcoil? Emrakul. Yeah. Okay. Aced. Everything gets aced. Okay. I don't think we have it. Do we? Oh, this doesn't... Trample. It doesn't give haste. I thought it gave haste. Okay. No, we don't have it. Okay. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I got overwhelmed the timer was going. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything will be fine. We still get a Cruelclaw trigger in. Maybe Emrakul wasn't the answer. I don't know. Oh, they are, I don't think it matters. Do we get 1 damage? I think let's look at 1 damage. Yes. Down to 2. Please, we need just the perfect answer on top. Reanimate. Does reanimate do it? It can't be 8 mana or greater. Hold on. If we reanimate a worm coil, that is 5 mana. Stop making me look through graveyards. I get so overwhelmed. Cursed Marauder, that will hit their stuff. Perforated Crocodile, right? That should do it. We go down to 2 life, but they need to either sack their 2 things or die. What do? This is crazy stressful. They have to sack. Yeah, they're Wish Clawing first. We're both at 2 life. This is crazy. Was that even the right answer? I don't know. Maybe, probably. It's hard to say. They have to have something to remove both enchantments. Oh. They're out of foods. They have 1 thing. Treasures. Yeah, they need to destroy 2 enchantments. And they only have 42 cards, too, in their library. Casualties of War wouldn't do it. Is there anything that deals with 2 enchantments? And is instant speed as well. Well, they found something. Oh, yes! I didn't think we had that. Oh, whoa, what a game. All right, well, GG's. All right, hello everybody and welcome to the deck tech for the Infamous Cruelclaw. This is probably the creature I've been most excited for this set since it's been announced. I know there's been a ton of talk about it and how busted it can be, but in case you don't know, this is a 3-mana 3/3 Weasel Mercenary with Menace. Whenever the Infamous Cruelclaw deals combat damage to a player, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. You may cast that card by discarding a card rather than paying its mana cost. So, I know when this card first got debuted, everyone was making jokes about like 98 lands, Cruelclaw, and like Emrakul, and that's definitely an approach you can take. I think this deck will become kind of like memed and try to turn into like a combo deck, sort of like the Lelia deck we had been seeing recently. But I wanted to go for a more like well-rounded, solid build that isn't one trick, still doing the thing it wants to do. And there are a ton of Eldrazi's in this deck, but I still want to have a deck that still stands alone, even when you're disrupted in a way that those decks often can be. So getting into the deck, there's a few important key things we need to keep in mind with this commander. While it does have Menace, it still needs pretty good evasion to be able to get in. It is a hot target, so we want something to help protect it. And also, we want a little bit of top deck manipulation just to make sure we can have a bit of control over what we will get with our trigger. So the first category of cards here I have, these are all the things that manipulate the top of our deck. We start off here with all the lands, Surveil, Scry, just great. Incidental, they can really make or break a game occasionally, especially if you're able to get something really good off the top. Otherwise, Sinister Starfish is a great like constant way of doing it. Surveil 1 each turn, we can just make sure we don't hit like a dud card. Nice thing is this doesn't care about land, so a land on top doesn't mean we'll have a bust of a attack. It just means that we don't know what's underneath. Palantir is fantastic, especially in a high mana deck like this. This can win games alone. Same with Twilight Prophet, again, just cares about having a lot of big mana things. Cosmos Elixir is a scry trigger, gains life, just is nice to have. Mystic Forge, again, lets us manipulate the top of our deck. And we have a lot of colorless spells, so also this just helps us with casting some of those things as well. Doom Whisper might be the best. We pretty much can just pay life to manipulate the top of our deck. And Bolas' Citadel as well. We can manipulate the top of our deck quite well, and this, of course, can just win games outright. Next category, which I don't have a ton of, maybe you would want to lean a little more into this, but this is Haste Givers. I have my 2 main ones here. Arena of Glory, I still stand by this card as being one of the best cards from Modern Horizons 3. It's just fantastic in any combat strategy. Swiftfoot Boots, of course, always good. It provides protection and haste. This next category is our evasion. Aside from the Menace, we have things like Key to the City. It gives unblockable. We just have to discard a card, which is fine. We're doing that anyways. And Lorien's Brooch, which is just Trailblazer's Boots. Essentially gives our creature unblockable. If you're facing a monocolor deck and they're just playing basics, yeah, it's kind of a whiff, but that never happens. Monocolor decks on Arena still will play like fetch lands and everything, so you should be fine. And Sword of Fire and Ice, there's plenty of swords, and there's an argument probably between this one and Forge and Frontier, just because usually the creatures that'll be in your way are green creatures, but I just like this sword better. I like the ability, and I like the protection, because blue and red are can be pretty annoying colors to deal with. This next category is our protection and disruption. I'm kind of categorized into one. Plaza of Heroes, of course, is just an auto-include for me. Mythor Coat is becoming an auto-include if the commander needs to be out, or if the deck has very important key creatures. I just think it's great. Cruelclaw's Heist, I'm still figuring out. This is my second deck using it. Verdict's still out. I like the hand disruption. You can remove maybe a removal spell or something that might hinder our deck. But also it lets us cast something crazy if they have something really good in hand. And Imp's Mischief, just, again, good redirect. We also have a lot of removal, because if we can't get through with Evasion and Menace isn't working, we need to start removing their stuff so we can get through. So we have pretty typical package here. This Accursed Marauder has proven itself time and time again for 2 mana. I think this is great for this effect. Virtue of Persistence kind of doubles as our like, I'd love to hit it off the top for the 7 mana side of the card, but also the 2 mana still cannot be ignored. In case we discard a lot of things and maybe we find something good, we have a little bit of Recursion. We have Reanimate. It's just you can never go wrong with a Reanimate, especially in an arena, in the format like Brawl, not Arena. And then Takenuma, again, incidental. It's really no loss running it. Then we have our Mana Rocks. So something different about maybe some of those more like one-note Cruelclaw decks you might see is I still want to be able to cast all the high-end, high-power stuff, even if our commander is not able to get through. So I have a ton of Mana Rocks, pretty much everything you can think of. Signet, Cold Steel Heart, Mind Stone, Curse Mirror, Lantern, Gilded Lotus, Solemn to Fetch, Goldspan. Just we want a lot of mana, so lots of mana acceleration in this deck. This is kind of a bit of a play from exile or exile things category. Lele and Prosper enjoy Cruelclaw because it's casting from exile. You'll get triggers with those two. And then we have Nashi, again, kind of a similar effect to Cruelclaw, not near as powerful. Jasper Flint, our commander, is a mercenary, which is kind of funny. And Grenzo, Nelfeshi. Nelfeshi doubles everything. And Grenzo, you know, in the 99, I'm fine running it. It's annoying to go up against as a commander, but you can never feel bad if you hit this with your Cruelclaw. This is our card draw. Again, we have more draw, obviously. We have a ton of card draw in this category, but these are just kind of the ones in here I have specifically for that, because we don't want our hand to be empty. Otherwise, we can't do our commander's ability. So just to be able to get some card draw and always have something in hand that we can discard if we need is very important. And lastly, the Haymakers, the reason you probably clicked on this video to begin with. These are the cards I'm running as kind of my big bombs I want to hit with my commander. Terror the Peaks, I adore this card. It's just removal in a can. Massacre Worm, again, just like these cards, and actually the Crocodile, and even Vein Ripper, all these can all just win the game outright depending on the board state. And usually if it doesn't win right away, it doesn't take long before they can win. Ancient Copper Dragon, Embercleave, Rakdos, Wormcoil, a lot of pet cards I love running. Breach the Multiverse is the pet card of all pet cards. I will run this card at every deck I can. It's just such a house. Cityscape Leveler and Portal to Phyrexia, again, huge artifacts that can just warp a game in your favor. And of course, we have all the Eldrazi's, Kozilek, Ulamog, Emrakul. I didn't get the old Emrakul, like the unbanned one that's on Arena. I just didn't want to use a wild card for it. I felt like I had enough high-end stuff that I probably didn't need that one as well. But of course, if you have it, always run it. It's just 13 mana, and that one's really hard to get off if you don't get it through your commander's ability. Mana base is pretty typical. All the kind of the key lands we saw over here in these categories. But that's the deck. I hope you enjoy the deck. Let me know if you run it or run a build similar, or maybe you really go like glass cannon with this. There's a lot of ways you can go with it. I think it's super fun. I think this deck, while super powerful, can be scaled, and you can kind of build it in a way that will play well with more casual pods. There's just a lot you can do with it. And I mean, look at him. Like, how can you not? Anyways, if you like the video, let me know in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe if you want to see more. And until then, I will see you in the next video. So, goodbye.